Today's episode begins with a security guard telling someone to be careful of this electric fence. The someone, as you can tell, is Ring Man.
Oh, hot stuff! I bet it's like impossible to bust into this joint.
That's right. You'd have to knock out the main power generator to shut this place down.
Good one, guard. You might be fired after this. Then again, he probably never dealt with Wily bots before. Their target for this evening is Dr. Pedo. Yeah, I know. Right on cue, Megaman and Rush arrive. I assume the security guard called Light Labs for help. Hey, at least he's trying not to get fired. Megaman keeps the robot masters at bay so he can rescue Dr. Pedo. We learn the reason Wily's after Dr. Pedo. He discovered a way to change robots into real people. So basically a bicentennial man thing. Dr. Pedo offers Megaman the procedure as thanks, but Megaman's content with just being a robot.
If you were human, you would thrill at the smell of a rose, feel all tingly inside at the sight of a pretty girl.
That's sick, Dr. Pedo. You might inadvertently give Megaman allergies. His words do resonate with Megaman, so later he goes to Dr. Pedo's lab to get the procedure. It's funny, you'd think Wily's bots would be there waiting for them, but no. Actually, there's a reason for this.
I must shut you down, Mega.
I'll take over from here, Dr. Pedo. Now that you've served the purpose I built you for.
Yep, Dr. Pedo is actually a robot built by Dr. Wily. This whole thing, from the attack at the facility until now, is just to get Megaman in a position where Wily can make some adjustments. Namely, make Megaman susceptible to Wily's suggestions via remote control helmet. With Megaman believing he's human, he returns to Light Labs to tell everyone the news. Of course, Dr. Light wants to examine Megaman to see how it's done and perhaps team up with Dr. Pedo. But never mind about that. Thanks to Exposition News, we've got a Robot Master attack. Despite believing he's human, Megaman's still going out to stop them. Dr. Light admits Megaman may need help on this one. Roll takes this as an excuse to join in, but Dr. Light says he has something else in mind. Megaman arrives and catches Crash Man's bombs.
You're feeling afraid, Mega Man. Afraid you might drop those bombs.
I better be careful. I wouldn't want to drop these bombs.
Oh dear, this is not looking good for your reputation, Mega. Thankfully, help has arrived in the form of Dr. Light's Robot Rescue Squad. Sounds like an action figure line. Dr. Light's Robot Rescue Squad by Bandai. Mega Man's confrontation with Gutsman on the roof of this building goes well at first, until Wily influences Mega Man again. You have to wonder, why would the Wily bots attack just one building? There is a purpose to this. Thanks to Wily, Mega Man looks like a fool to the people, and they're starting to not trust Light and his robots in the aftermath of the building's destruction. Okay, Light, something is clearly wrong with Mega Man. Now's the time to examine him. Or you can give him a heart-to-heart chat instead. Well, Light, you did build Mega Man with some complex emotions, and mental and emotional health is just as important as physical health, though I still think Mega Man should be scanned. So tell us, Dr. Light, what do you think about this situation?
Maybe if I hadn't designed him with self-determination, he wouldn't have wanted to be human.
Oh, for crying out, you do not mention a creation's flaws within earshot of said creation, Light. It'll just end up with them working for Dr. Wily.
You need to reprogram Dr. Light's robots to remove their self-determination.
I know. I'll reprogram Dr. Light's robots and remove their self-determination.
Point proven. Now fully under Wily's control, Mega Man traps Light, Roll, and Rush in the lab's trash compactor and lets Wily in so he can reprogram the Robot Rescue Squad to be his army.
There may be a way out, Roll. Give me a hand.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
No, I mean, give me a hand.
Ah, the classic case of locking MacGyver in a storage closet. Thanks to the remote control hand, Dr. Light beats up Ring Man and frees himself, Roll, and Rush. Okay, Doc, you're starting to win some points back, but I haven't forgiven you yet. The trio make their way to Dr. Pedo's lab to not only discover his true nature, but the very means Wily used to brainwash Mega Man. Yep, it's time for Light to build the countermeasure of this episode. During construction, Light gets a call from Washington. Wily has Mega Man and the rescue squad invade the nation's capital, and Light is getting all the blame. Roll and Rush head off to try and stall them while Light finishes his helmet. Whatever you think of Roll, she's got guts considering what her brother's capable of. Wily orders Mega Man to blast Roll, but Light arrives with his helmet to free Mega Man. So basically it's a case of Shoulder Angel versus Shoulder Devil. Since Mega Man's the hero, it's obvious. Well, shoot.
Yeah, it's good to have you on the bad side, Mega Man.
All right, Magnet Dude. Give me 5.
He's getting my powers!
Gotcha. Light won the struggle. Mega Man even removed the mind-controlled chip moments earlier. Okay, Light, you've done good so far, but you're still not there yet. With Magnet Man's power, Mega Man steals Wily's helmet and uses it to have the Robot Rescue Squad deal with most of the Wily bots.
You wouldn't be so tough without that helmet, little brother.
You're on, Proto Man.
Okay, Proto Man, for this smart move, I won't harp on your obsession. This time. Though he decides to play dirty and target the Lincoln Memorial, which Mega Man takes a blast for. Great, Mega Man's low on energy. How?
Charge!
Wow. I mean, wow. Not only was Light smart enough to bring Eddie along, but Eddie just ran over Proto Man like a chump. You know what? I fully forgive you, Light. That was great. Anyway, the day is saved. Wily's chips are removed from the robots. There's a talk about how Mega Man is more than a robot, and some Rush shenanigans close out the episode. Wily's plan for the episode is a little convoluted. Don't get me wrong, the ideas have great potential, brainwashing Mega Man and using Light's own robots against the populace, thus discrediting him. The convoluted part comes from the execution, at least at the beginning. Remember, Wily built Dr. Pedo solely to get to Mega Man. Now the building Dr. Pedo worked at is an actual facility in which Wily had to forge some documents to get Dr. Pedo hired, or is this an abandoned building Wily refurbished into an actual facility, which could mean the guard was in on the act, either paid off by Wily, or he could be another realistic robot. Either way, it could explain his inept behavior. The plan itself has a couple of flaws. 1. Mega Man could say no to Dr. Pedo's offer and stick to that decision. Thus, plan ruined. Or 2, Mega Man might have been damaged during the building attack, thus breaking the illusion of him being human and having Light investigate Dr. Pedo much sooner. Again, ruining the plan. Luckily for Wily, the heroes were slow on the uptake this episode. Though I should point out that Mega Man was still somewhat in control, despite Wily influencing him at certain points. It was only when Mega Man was emotionally vulnerable that it became full-on brainwashing. I guess it makes sense because Mega Man's programming is more complex than, say, the Robot Rescue Squad. Again, these ideas have great potential. Thankfully, that potential has been utilized in other media. Mega Man 9 had Wily use reprogrammed Light bots to ruin Light's reputation. It got so bad, Light was actually arrested. And the third arc of the Archie comics had Wily take control of Mega Man thanks to malware infection. The Robot Rescue Squad. Never seen them before, and will never see them again. They're just plot MacGuffins Wily exploited throughout this episode, though they could have been useful for the events of the Big Shake. Our guest star robot masters for the episode are Ringman from Mega Man 4, Magnet Man from Mega Man 3, and Crash Man from Mega Man 2. There's also a brief appearance by Spark Man, but I won't talk about him until a later episode. For some reason, Ringman only has one hand, and I'm guessing he didn't join in on the final attack of the episode because he was taken out by Light's remote control hand, and Wily's like, screw him. Magnet Man's power consists of metal manipulation and not shooting magnets out of his wrists. Crash Man called his explosives time bombs instead of crash bombs, but it's nothing to write home about. Ringman will appear again, but not Magnet Man or Crash Man. In fact, we never see Crash Man again after the building attack. Overall, this episode is watchable, but you have to turn off your brain at certain times. Though I will credit them for trying with the whole Pinocchio and puppets motif. as well as explore being more than just a machine. Okay, now I'm going with the order Discotech Media has, and according to them, the next episode is Robosaur Park, the episode in which Mega Man gets turned into a caveman. Ah, jeez.
You feel all mushy and tingly inside.
I feel all mushy and tingly inside.